Hey, what's up? JT here. If you ever had a moment when a crisis hit your business and you feel like the floor just dropped out from under you, you're not alone. That gut-punching feeling, it's the real problem. But what if you could train yourself not to panic, to instead be the calm, focused leader your business needs in that exact moment? Today, we are going to break down exactly how to take control when everything feels out of control. The first few minutes of a crisis are a blur of adrenaline, but instead of letting that adrenaline lead to panic, we are going to channel it into purpose. You know, back in the day when I played basketball, every time I stepped up to the free throw line, my heart will be pounding from all the adrenaline and being out of breath, from what got me there. So before everything was shot, I would take a long, deep breath. It wasn't about the shot itself. It was about slowing my heart rate down. That breath was just the difference between a tired shot and a focused one. In a crisis, that's exactly what you need to do. A single deep breath interrupts that fight or flight response, and it gives you the 10 seconds you need to move from a frantic emotional state to a logical one. You can't lead effectively if you are hyperventilating. So once you've calmed your body, it's time to take action. Think of your business as a patient in the ER. Okay? In a crisis, you're hit with three types of variables: the known variables, the known unknown variables, and the unknown unknown. I know I'm going to get a little nerdy here, but I need you to think about it for a second. But I need you to focus on only two that I just said. Okay? Your priority right now is to tackle the known variables, which are the things that you know for a fact are happening. Is your website down? The key team member didn't show up for a client appointment. The bad review is suddenly everywhere. Identify the single biggest threat. Put all your energy into containing. Okay, that's your first known variable. Then you can address the known unknowns. Those are the things you know you need to find out, like, why is the website down? Where's the team member? Focus on these two. Ignore the unknown for now. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about anything else yet besides the fact that they're happening and the reasoning they are happening. The first step in any crisis is to stop the bleeding. Now that you've contained the immediate problem, you might think you need to figure out the whole thing yourself, but you don't. You don't have to solve it alone. As soon as you've contained the immediate threat, call in the key players. This isn't a team meeting, it's a huddle. Bring in the one or two people you have the most direct knowledge and a calm head. It's about getting factual information, not about sharing panic. Now that you've calmed yourself and your team and have contained the immediate threat, you've earned a moment of clarity. But you're not done yet. The next step is all about controlling the narrative. Because if you don't define what's happening, someone else will. And you probably won't like their version. Your team is your most valuable asset. They can perform if they are in the dark. Be honest and transparent. Tell them what happened, what you know now, and what you're going to do about it. This builds trust and prevents rumors from spreading like wildfire. Once your team is in the loop, you need to talk to the people who matters most, your customers. This is a critical moment. You need to create a simple, honest statement for your customers or the public. Don't lie. Don't make excuses. Don't overpromise. Just state the facts. We are aware of the situation. We are actively working to resolve it. Acknowledge the problem, show you on top of it, and then get back to work. In a crisis, if you don't define the narrative will define you. And to make sure that message is consistent, you need one person handling. Okay, so just one person. Decide who is that single clear voice for the company during the crisis. For most of you running a small business, that person is going to be you, the owner. You need to be calm, to be knowledgeable, and to be honest. As the face of the business, you will be the one to manage all communications, from the social media replies to the phone calls. This prevents confusing, mixed message from your team, and ensures your brand speaks with a single, trustworthy voice. Have you ever seen a company handle a crisis really well or really poorly? Okay, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. All right, so you've gotten your message out. You set a clear and honest tone, but the communication is only part of the battle. Now it's time to move from talking about the problem to actually solving. That's where you're going to start to move from reaction to deliberate action. Right now, it's not the time to point fingers. It's time to find solutions. Focus on what you can control. Call a quick meeting with your key people and focus on finding 3 possible solutions, not 3 possible culprits. Once you have those solutions on the table, it's time to choose one and act on it. But don't try to solve the entire crisis in one go. That's how you get overwhelmed. Instead, you need to identify the 3 most logical and actionable steps. So step 1, let's contact your vendors. Then step 2, update our customers. And then step 3, implement a temporary workaround. Focus on completing these 3 small wins. Don't try to solve the whole problem. Just plan your next 3 moves. And as you're making these moves, there's one more critical thing that you need to do. And this is the least fun part, but it's crucial for our next video in our series. As you go, make a simple record of what had happened and what you did and what the results were. This will be the foundation for figuring out how to prevent this from happening again. The transformation from this video is simple. You've moved from being a reactive business owner to a proactive crisis leader. You now have a framework to think clearly when things are falling apart. So here's your challenge. Take 5 minutes right now and think about the 2 most likely crises that could hit your business. Write down 1 immediate action you will take for each, just 1. That's the start of your plan. And if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, because in the next video, we are going to talk about what to do after a crisis is over. We'll cover how to rebuild trust with your customers and with your team, and how to recover stronger than before. See you then.